It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, NBA fans. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson, and seated beside me, Kenny the Jet Smith and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, it's the Houston Rockets as they'll be playing against the Sacramento Kings. Well, for Sacramento, they were swept by this team last season, losing all 3 games they played against them, so they'll be motivated tonight. It's rare to see a point guard lead the NBA in scoring, but that's exactly what Freak is doing right now. Not only that, but he's still making sure to get everybody involved. How great has this been for this kid?
I mean, only MVP candidates can lead the league in scoring at the point guard position. I mean, it's critical to his team's success. Most guys would say, well, he's shooting too much. But no, his teammates say he's not shooting enough. The only time he's not supposed to shoot the basketball, Ernie, is when he doesn't have it.
If he holds on to the scoring title and keeps running the offense like this, he'll have a claim as the best point guard in the game today. Heard it here first.
And the only time he's not shooting, Kenny, is when he doesn't have it.
No question.
Oh, I see
like that one.
I see what you did there.
Yeah.
Thanks for tuning in. See you later, folks.
What if he's mentally shooting?
The Rockets play before the hometown crowd here in downtown Houston, Texas. The Houston Rockets coming to this one after a win against the Timberwolves. And they put it all together in that game. It added up to a phenomenal win.
They just weren't challenged. I mean, nearly as much as they should have been in that game, at least when they had the ball.
Yeah, it was a mismatch. I mean, the defense from the start. Was on its heels practically the entire game.
Ladies and gentlemen, ready?
So the Rockets win the tip. Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. We've got DeMarcus Cousins. Young is out there with Collison, and it's Mullins in at small forward. Now, here's Cousins. What a tremendous game he played against Dallas. Here's Mr. Clutch. He's covered by Collison. Jam! Oh, just beautiful.
And, Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this fella.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun.
And that last replay courtesy of Kia. Clock at 4. That's good.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
And now just over a minute played here in the first. And that one's good. Mr. Clutch has got his second bucket tonight.
And he just big-boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
Here's Mullins. Really was a guy who also stepped up in that win against the Mavericks. Cousins with it. Now Monroe defending. Goes up on the wing. No good from Cousins. And so it's Houston with it. Here's Mr. Clutch. What a tremendous game he played against Minnesota. No good from outside. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. The dish to Mullins. Shoots the three. No good.
I tell you what, he'll get some of those hustle points if he keeps boxing out like that.
And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line. Steady work at the free throw line. Just what we're used to seeing out of him.
Outside Collison. Here's Cousins. The shot, no good. And it's Houston the other way.
That's now 4 misses on their first 5 attempts. Still trying to find the rhythm and flow here offensively. Now that was pretty. That was just a nice-looking reverse jam right there.
Use the rim, Clark, to protect the ball, I think, too, a little bit.
Yeah, did a nice job with it.
And guys, how about the awareness there with that finish in traffic?
Now here's Cousins. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
The shot's good for Mr. Clutch.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Here's Mullins. Sinks the 15-footer. Here's Mr. Clutch. He's got 10. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
And folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
I'll tell you what, he may not be the biggest man in the league, guys, but he more than makes up for that lack of size with amazing aerial skills.
That's good. Collison's got 5 now.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
And the rejection by Cousins. And Collison with a clear path to the hoop.
He's having quite the quarter here, guys. I mean, shooting the ball extremely well.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
I had a chance to catch up with Steve Clifford. We discussed their game plan defensively, and he mentioned that controlling Greg Monroe will be crucial. He said Monroe is a guy who can score inside, rebounds well, and his passing really sets him apart. Their offense runs best when it goes through his hands, so pressuring him and staying vigilant is essential for us. Guys, can they slow him down?
Thank you, Doris. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Houston.
Guys, their penetration has been outstanding. I mean, it's actually been great. They're really finding those holes in the defense.
Yeah, they're showing some muscle also in the first half as well, and getting a lot of their points in the paint. Really like the balance they've shown.
Here's Mr. Clutch. He's got 12. Offensive rebound, Brewer. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And that putback about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
Exactly what happens when you don't box out, Greg.
McGarry kicks to Young.
And you know what? Very close to a three-point play right there.
Yeah, he almost got that one down. I mean, those are the kind of aggressive plays coaches love to see.
And this is team deciding to change it up. The Rockets trail. Mr. Clutch, he's in at the point. He's out there with Harden. Greg Monroe is out there with Batum, and it's Capella in a power forward position. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Off the screen, kept alive by Houston.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Booker the pass to Mills. That's good for his 3rd bucket. Now 3 for 6 from the field. And we've played through the first minute here in the second. Gets it to fall in the bucket for Mr. Clutch. Mr. Clutch has got 14 points.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Mullins kicks to Cousins. The jump hook. Rebound by Monroe.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot. Well.